Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Tonight I think that we need to take our scrapbooks again and see if we can make some tags. I want to have 4 tags, I think, and kind of thin, and we are going to cover them up with some scraps. These are 2 pieces that are some leftovers. They are still big, so we can use them as tags. So let's do that. So I'm thinking kind of something like this. I'm just gonna cut them in 2 pieces so we can have this shape on them. Just checking so it's straight, and of course it's not. We will put some decorations on them so it's not absolutely necessary to be totally straight, but something like that. Doing a tag shape just by putting the corners together like this and just cut. That way you get a straight line on both sides. Don't need to squeeze so hard on the middle so you get the crease. So just let's use up some of these small scraps that are left over from other projects. I want them kind of neutral because I want to maybe play with the watercolor on top of them. This is just a bit heavier copy paper, so it's 110 grams on these. Friend of mine messaged me last night and said she loved my things that I use with scraps, but in some funny way she always end up making more scraps. But when the scraps is like this, I actually put them in the bin, so then I'm using them to start my fires with, so that's perfect. I can at least use them for something. I was contacted on Messenger from a man in Italy that asked me if he could send me some digitals he had made. Beautiful digitals with different kind of flowers. He had seen my botanical prints that I painted on yesterday. So now I have even more beautiful print that I can play with. So that will be fun. I will link his Etsyshop down below too. He have 50% off on several digitals. A lot of old photos and botanical prints that was really, really beautiful. So go and check that out too. Something like that, I think. Let's save some scraps for later. That's always nice. Okay, just put that away so we can move. So now I think I will just go over my tags with some watercolor, just for that watercolor feeling. You don't need much, but something. I want to have a edge that is kind of a little vintage looking, so let's go for brown. And the other positive thing that was happening today was I suddenly, in a newsletter I got in the mail, I saw one of my watercolor paintings, and it was a firm that make handmade watercolors. They have actually used one of my painting as a advertising for their brand, so that was fun. They are going to have a little competition for a calendar for next year, so you could send in your artwork. So I did send in mine, but it was a few months ago, so I had actually forget about it. So it was fun to see my painting on their newsletter. So I thought I maybe isn't as bad as I think on the watercolor painting. So I got a bit inspired today, so I did a little nature painting. In my sketchbook. I'm just putting a little bit of the brownish color on the back of this one, so splatter on some water. Not too much. That will do. So I will do the same on all three of this. I will speed up the recording a little bit so you don't see me do all of them in real time. So the watercolor is dry, and we have this to work with. So I think we need some decoration, just something simple, not too much. So I have taken these small photos and inked them a little bit with some distress ink, and I thought we could use one of those on each tag. But we of course need to have some cheesecloth and lace and something like that first. So I'm thinking cheesecloth first. Give it some dimension. And I don't think I like that yellowish gold tone. So no, not that one. Let's go with some lace instead. Just toning the white lace down a little bit with some distress ink. Putting that lace piece down, that will be good, I think. Put that aside for a little while to dry. I'm going to sew around the small pictures before we put them on the tags. The other cute little girl, really happy one. So should we go with another type of lace? Checking so we have the right side up and the right side down. And tone this down a bit too. I think I'm moving the camera. Sorry if I've given you a dizzy time. So, number 2. And the third little girl. one. So, did I have any more cheesecloth? Where should we put her? This side. Put it on different sides so we can have a little bit of difference. Third one and the last little girl. Last but not least. I think I will put one up and one down. That will be nice. I will go and just sew around these photos, and then I will be back so we can put this together. The girls are sewed around, and we can start putting them down. So let's start with the first one. Something like that, I think. Should we maybe have something with a little bit of gold in it, in it? I think, but I want to have some glue under the tape because I don't trust it. No, that was not me. I always try to use washi tape, and almost every time it ends up that I take it away. I don't know why I don't like it. Let's go with some acrylic paint instead. A bit of gold. I think I need to take a glue book so I can check when the gold is on its way. We don't want to be getting too much. Just want a little bit on the edge. Little bit of dot on the flowers. Now I'll try to not smudge this. Even a little bit more over to that side. I'll leave that to dry a little bit before I do something more. I think I will put them on first and put the gold afterwards instead. That's better. Eyelet trim and decorate a little bit. Too much. A bit too hairy. No. changing my mind a lot today. Leave that to dry before we do something more. No, not the gold. Putting this one at an angle. And put down the lace. And the last one. I like the one we put on an angle, so let's do 2 straight and 2 with an angle. Put this a little bit more down. If we can get rid of the thread, it will get stuck on my fingers, all these small threads. Feels like I'm pretty hairy everywhere. I can show you this is where I got the pictures. I will put it in the description too. Kleeblatt Creations. Kleeblatt. Kleeblatt. Sounds German. Could be. Let's put the lid on the glue for now, before it gets stuck. So let's put on some eyelets while we're waiting for them to dry. Eyeballing it. Oops, that was the one with the gold. Has it dried? Yes. So let's go for gold. Nice. It worked every time this time. And I think I want a little label on all of them too, before we put on some more gold. So let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess that's enough. So then we need to decide which label will go on which tag. This is a really dark one. Then we have number 90 and 1886. And a bit lighter one on that. That was easy. I think I just want the year. Just want something small. Top of the lace. And 1886 on that one. And the golden girl gets number 19. And the last one. I think I actually want that on the photo. Just so we get a dark edge around it. Like that. So then I'm thinking, should we put in a brad just to get something so it looks like we have put the photo down with the brad. I like this feeling of rusty brad. Let's do that. And I think I want to cut these off so they aren't so long. Thought I could anyway. Mostly it's very easy to get it off because it's rusty. This was a nice brad. Oops. One is off. And there goes the other part. You don't need to do it on everyone, but I think I want it on one more at least. There we go. That one was easier. So now let's go for the gold, I think. And should we maybe have a rose, some white roses? Let's cut some off in case we want to decorate with them. That wasn't willing to work today. Tone them down just a little bit. This one will actually get another piece of lace. I just saw that that was something that was perfect for this one. The lace down a little bit more now when the gold is dry. We have one more rose. Let's get 2 on this one. Okay, let's see what we have. Take away this book so we can put them up and look at them properly. So now we just need some kind of decoration in the eyelet. So I will go and see if I can find some small, kind of like this. We can use that. At least on 2 of them. Kind of just was laying on the table. Perfect. Just to grab and use. And I'm going to go and get some white, I think. I think we are done. I ended up put a little bit more decoration on it. That was not decoration. And the next one. I love her smile. And the girl picking flowers. Like that. So we are a few scraps less, and we have made 4 tags. I hope you got some inspiration, and I will be back again for sure on Tuesday, but you never know. I probably will see you again earlier in some recording during the weekend. Thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, I would really appreciate that. See you again soon. Until next time, bye bye from Sweden.